here with Eric from Drobo. We're at Macworld, and he's going to show us off the Drobo FS and just how the show's going in general. What can you tell us about Drobo as a company? What are you guys about?
So Drobo, Drobo is we make storage platforms for prosumers and businesses to really simplify their storage needs, provide a very powerful yet simple storage experience, and that's why we say we're providing the best storage experience ever.
Okay, awesome. And you've got a whole line of products from everything from consumers to businesses. Can you walk us through your different Drobos and how they, I guess, who they are for?
Sure, we have Drobos that come from 4-bay Drobos to 5-bay Drobos to all the way up to 8-bay Drobos. And a bay meaning something that can hold a single hard drive. So 4 drives all the way up to 8 drives. And we have Drobos that you can directly connect to your computer through USB or FireWire. Or we have Drobos you can share on the network using like AFP, so it looks like a network share. And we also have Drobos for businesses that are iSCSI Drobos for building an entry-level SAN environment.
Yeah, thank you.
Very cool. Just about the show in general, it seems like you guys do a lot of prep. What are the different speakers you have bringing here? What kind of different use cases have you seen people using Drobos for in businesses or whatever they do?
So first off, the show's going great. As you can see, there's great traffic here at the show. We do have a set of speakers like you talked about. They're talking about certain use cases, whether it's rich media and photography use cases, or if it's backup best practices, or things like that our customers and visitors to the booth really care about. We're seeing a lot of our customers, especially at a show like this, that have a lot of valuable data. Drobo customers often have, there's a significant amount of data you have when you move to a product like Drobo, and you want to make sure it's protected. That's the whole idea around Drobo. Is you store your data on Drobo, and it protects you from a hard drive failure, and it's a storage box that is really simple to use. You just put drives in the Drobo, and that's it.
Awesome. I've heard on Twitter about this Find My Drobo. What's that all about?
Right. So we actually have a contest going on here that you can learn more about at our booth, where we're hiding a Drobo within the show floor, and if you find it, you win a prize. So it's kind of a fun way to do something on the show floor here at Macworld.
Awesome. Can you walk me through the Drobo FS and kind of the design of it and how it works?
Absolutely. So this product is the Drobo FS. The Drobo FS and the Drobo S look the same. This is our 5-bay Drobo. The difference is the FS has a gigabit Ethernet port on the back of it, where the Drobo S, which is a direct attached Drobo, has a USB, FireWire, and eSATA connection. This is a Drobo. One interesting thing about our design is the faceplate is magnetic, so it just simply pops right off. The simplicity of the Drobo you'll find immediately. The actual manual is right on the back of the faceplate. That's all you need to know. You literally can manage it by the lights on the front of the Drobo. So the lights are simply green is good, so this drive is good. It tells you all about what's going on in drive status. At the bottom, we have 10 lights at the bottom. This is your capacity gauge. So right now we have 7 lights lit up. That means you're 70% full. So now let's talk about some of the other designs with the Drobo. You can buy the Drobo empty, or you can buy it bundled. You can just buy raw SATA drives and put them in your Drobo. So for example, and I'm also going to show you what happens if a drive fails at the same time. If I remove a drive, you can see that there's no carriers, there's no screws. Literally, I insert drives in the Drobo like a tape into a VCR. It's like an 8-track. It just pops right on in. Now you notice I just removed the drive, so this kind of emulates what happens when a drive fails. You know that the empty bay now is red, and the other bays are blinking between green and yellow. What that means is that the other drives are working to get back into a protected state. So right now we are in an unprotected state, but what Drobo's doing is it's relaying out the data so it can go back into a protected state. So it lays out all the data across all the drives, so you have a drive that's used for parity. So similar to RAID 5, except it's very flexible. It's all automatic. So if, let's say you replace the drive, and I take that same drive and I put it back into the Drobo, it will automatically incorporate that new drive back into the pool, and within, let's say, a few minutes, all these lights will be green again. The other thing that's nice about the Drobo that you can see is that we have different sized drives in here. This is a little bit unique to Drobo that you can't do with your standard RAID array. So if you could put 400 gig drive, 500 gig, terabyte drives, even the new 3 terabyte drives are supported by this. So let's say I'm running out of space. I have all 5 of my bays are taken out. I can remove the 400 gig drive and I can put in a 3 terabyte drive, and now I've instantly increased all of my capacity. So you don't hit any hard walls with this Drobo. And while you're migrating data, you're doing all that, everything stays up and running. So you don't have to take your device down or migrate data to expand it.
Can you walk us through the Mac app for this?
Sure. So this is Drobo dashboard. So I got an alert by this. So this is what you get what happens when a drive fails. So it'll say, red alert, Drobo is running low on capacity. Please add a new drive. It gives you these automatic alerts, and also, oops, sorry, I put it to sleep temporarily. Even up here you can see there's even a capacity gauge up here in the menu bar, which is nice. So here's the main user interface. It's pretty simple. It's Drobo dashboard. You open it, and it shows you your capacity, how much is used, how much is free. Now this is the FS product, so you also see network shares and kind of how they're configured. You could then click on advanced controls to learn more. You see the size of drives, get information about the drives, suggested actions. It says Drobo's healthy right now, so everything's good. You can go into tools now to do some more advanced type of management. Like for example, if you click on settings, this is you can turn on or off dual disk redundancy. You can talk about drive spin down. But really, it's about network shares. Creating network shares. One thing that's unique, especially the Mac community that we built in, is support. Really good support for Time Machine. So if I create a new share, I can name the share. One of my options here is enable Time Machine support. That enables me to limit the backup size on a Time Machine backup for this specific network share. And so allowing you to create multiple network shares for each of your computers that you want to protect with Time Machine, giving you a really good remote backup experience with a product like Time Machine, which is really just set it and forget it type of experience. And so that's pretty much the UI. I mean, obviously you can set network settings and things like this, the basic stuff. But really, once you set up Drobo, the main UI is the front, it's the lights. And so when you open Drobo dashboard, it shows you a very similar thing. Capacity, and it's red light, yellow light, green light. Does it need your assistance? Is it just an alert like you may want to do something sometime soon, or is everything good? And that's as simple as we've made storage in Drobo.
Awesome, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to share about Drobo before we leave?
No, all I can add to that right now is come check out a Drobo if you've never seen it. If you'd like to learn more about Drobo, go to drobo.com. We have demos online. We have a great video some videos that some other people built for us around Drobos, and also you can go to the capacity calculator and actually emulate putting drives in and out of the Drobo, and it's kind of fun. So definitely check us out at drobo.com, and thanks for coming and visiting our booth here at Macworld.
Thank you. Have a good show.
All right, thanks.